Hey guys, another cool looking GE radio, model A-70 from 1935. Beautiful walnut cabinet. You can see the fish mouth excussion there for the tuning. By the way, the tuning itself is messed up, so we'll have to make some repairs on it. You can see it's hung up here. Cylindrical dial. The warranty has expired. It was for 90 days. 7-tube receiver. Sensitivity should be great, and a look at the chassis itself. We'll dig in here, just a little more detail. You'll notice the lead wire for the loudspeaker. It's been spliced at some point in time, and you can see frayed here. I'll go ahead and remove that. Let me zoom in just a bit. Let me just label these or color code them just for reference, assuming they're been put back together correctly. I want to go ahead and get the loudspeaker out before I remove the chassis itself from the wooden cabinet. I may have to replace the lead wires, so what I did is just use a red marker on one, left one just in its natural tan color, and then the other a green. Let me go ahead and remove the tape and just see how this thing was spliced back together at some point in time. Twisted together and soldered. You know, sometimes you'll find these things not even soldered, but just twisted together. With the electrical tape removed and everything cut there for the lead wires, just have 4 fasteners you can see. I'll go ahead and get those removed. Get the loudspeaker out with the output transformer located here, and we'll give it a quick test. Again, this is a 8-inch electrodynamic loudspeaker. Definitely has some weight to it, makes it top heavy. You can see the field coil itself. We'll look at that on the schematic at some point. And you can see the cone itself has had some repairs with some tape. See if we can clean that up without having to recone the loudspeaker. I'll go ahead and cut this line cord as well. You can see how dry rotted it is. There's another look at the chassis itself, and one glass tube just laying here. I think it was really populated initially with the all GE metal tubes. Looks like the 6F6G. At the front side of the chassis, you can see where the piece of glass, or maybe even plastic, I can't tell at this point, covers the fish mouth excussion. I'm zooming out about 0.5, and you can see how large this particular tombstone is with the flat top. It's just under 15 inches wide, and height-wise, it's a little over 20 inches from the bottom base here to the top, and the depth itself is around 11 inches. It weighs over 30 pounds, so it's a heavy little thing and a big piece of furniture for back in the day. There's some of the veneer loose, in addition to the substrate itself. 4 fasteners holding the chassis in place, it appears. You can see the cabinet's definitely going to need a lot of work. Some good heavy-duty fasteners that hold the chassis to the cabinet. See if I can pull this thing straight out now. Like I said, it's built like a tank. Just plastic. I thought it may be glass, so possibly I can reuse that. It may not be broke. It may just be loose from the backside of the excussion. Let me get the cabinet out of the way, and we'll look at the chassis closer. An inside look at the cabinet. There's a close-up look of the tuning assembly itself and the pulley or drum. The tuning mechanism and stuff was one of the first. My understanding, you can spin it all the way across the dial and then also fine-tune it. I'll spend some more time and try to describe how that works when we get to that point in the restoration. Just lots of dirt and dust to clean up and some rust. What you'd expect, probably a barn find. I've got my audio signal generator hooked up. You can hear as I vary the frequency. We've got some audio, so I think the output transformer, even though it looks crusty, as you can see, is probably okay. And an indication the voice coil itself is okay. Let me see if I can determine what goes to the field coil. Let's look at the DC resistance of it. So we may be in luck. I'm just glancing at the schematic for the first time. The field coil is denoted as 845 ohms. So cold, we're reading 855. It's a good sign. Here's a closer look underneath. Alrighty folks, thanks for watching. More to come soon.